Welcome to 92.4 FM. Aren't you excited, Allie? Coming to you live from New York City.
I'm so excited, Morgan. We're glad you're all joining us tonight, February 15th, 1929.
Why, yes, Allie. We've got an exciting segment tonight about prohibition and organized crime.
Sounds like a good time, Morgan. But first, a message from our sponsors.
What do you get when two of America's favorite foods come together to make one great snack? An octopus? No, that's not it. Oh, I know. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's right. A simple combination of peanut butter, jelly, and bread can make you a snack that will drive you bananas. But there's no bananas in our sandwich.
Speaking of peanut butter and jelly, Morgan, guess what happened? I was walking into the station today when I saw a group of hefty men with gun holsters on their sides standing on the street corner. I looked very nice today, so I hurried inside real quick like so they wouldn't notice me.
Well, my golly, Allie, they could have been mobsters. Oh, and Allie, you do look very nice today. What's the occasion?
Oh, you know, my husband and I, we missed out on our Valentine's Day dinner last night, so tonight he's taking me dancing.
Oh, Allie, speaking of mobsters dancing, I wonder how mobster John Dillinger celebrated his Valentine's Day yesterday. Maybe another bank robbery?
Yeah, him and Al Capone would probably celebrate with a nice illegal flask of whiskey. Ever since the Prohibition movement, it seems there's a lot of illegal exchanging of alcohol and selling it on the black market. All thanks to our good friends, the mobsters.
You are right, Allie. We all know that the Prohibition Amendment was ratified in 1919. It was initiated by the Anti-Saloon League, Methodists, and Baptists, Allie, who were concerned with drunkenness as a social disease.
That's right, Morgan. And you know what? I had a good friend once. Her name was Sally Mae. Her mama was a Baptist.
Speaking of Baptist, Allie, how do you feel about hitting up Ben's fried chicken for lunch today?
Yes, Morgan, that sounds delicious. I'll work it off tonight when I'm dancing. Too bad I can't wash it down with some ice-cold brandy. Going back to our main topic of discussion today, just in case some of our listeners have been uninformed. 10 years ago, the government banned alcohol and implemented the Volstead Act. Basically, all production and consumption of alcohol has been banned, except in religious and medical cases.
Oh, Allie, the effect has just been an increase in the illegal distribution of Soda Pop Moon and Jackass brandy, especially with all the Irish and German immigrants.
Man, Morgan, what a great idea from that government. By trying to halt alcohol consumption, it's only increased alcoholism and unemployment. The police don't even try to stop the bootlegging. They're just standing around doing God knows what. I heard a story once of a police officer who was paid off to let some men smuggle themselves some bourbon.
Well, Allie, that's horrible. It seems prohibition has just created disrespect for the law.
I know, Morgan. It's really a huge problem. Oh, hold on, listeners. Someone's coming through the door. Oh, they're giving me a note. A note. Oh, why would you look at this, Morgan? This just in. Al Capone and his gang attacked a liquor headquarters less than 24 hours ago in Chicago's North Side. The gang members dressed themselves up as police officers and machine-gunned 7 liquor distributors in order to gain control of the trade.
Wow! It says here that this will be forever known as the Valentine's Day Massacre. This one will go down in the history books, Allie. Just another example of how prohibiting alcohol leads to even more violence.
Speaking of violence, we have a Ku Klux Klan member here from his conclave meeting straight out of the Clavin.
Thank you for having me on the show today.
Tell us a little bit about the goals of the Ku Klux Klan.
Well, you see, we follow a strict code of behavior and strive for peaceful ways of community support through picnics and parades.
Is that why you all have weekly cross burnings at night? That's included on your calendar, correct?
Does that explain the priest killings, kidnappings, lynchings, and sex scandals associated with your conclave?
Well, we just wish to relieve public anxiety over a changing society caused by the pre-war flooding of immigrants.
Is there any particular cause of this anxiety?
The anxieties of society stem from blacks, Jews, and Catholics. They are especially detrimental to society Anglo-Saxons are the chosen race.
I had a good friend once, Sally Mae. She went against her mama's wishes and became a Jew. She's a nice lady.
Well, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Well, there you have it. This Ku Klux Klan member who wishes to remain anonymous has just given us insight into the so-called peaceful organized crime that society expects from this organization.
All right, Morgan. It looks like it's time for our lunch break. We should be on our way to Ben's Fried Chicken by now.
Yes, Allie. Maybe one day all America could enjoy a good fried chicken together in peace and be able to wash it down with a nice ice-cold brandy, too.
That would be lovely, Morgan. Thank y'all for joining us today on 92.4 FM. Join us tomorrow for a special segment on the project stock growth for the rest of 1929. Have a great night, y'all.